No.
It was a bad. That was my bad. It's my bad.
So today we're going to be talking about compatibility with the signs or with birthdays.
Yeah, is the book birthdays or signs? I thought it was birthdays.
It's astrology, but it's called The Secret Language of Birthdays.
Okay.
So, and I actually have one that's called The Secret Language of Relationships too, which kind of tells you if you match up with who you're supposed to be, friendship or romantic, either way. You can.
Oh wow, that's cool.
I totally want to do that for sure.
Yeah, it's really a freaking thick book. It's heavy.
Should we do an opening or no?
With this being our Patreon, I was just kind of gonna let all of it go.
Cool.
Like they get the behind the scenes and the extra episode in one piece.
Yay.
I'm very. We should do our. Do you want to do ours for like partnership or like because we're working on the podcast? Capricorn. I'm kind of scared though because what if it's not good? But my husband.
Look, one of almost every single person that ever gives us like a review where they type out words, at least in one of those they're like, I love your chemistry. So even if the book says whatever,
you guys suck.
Yeah, exactly. Like
stick away from each other, far away, bad things happen.
They're enemies. But like other aspects of our birth chart maybe make it work or whatever, because obviously we've made it work even if the book says, but I am curious to know that.
I am. Well, and also we're both earth signs, so we're both very driven when it comes to goals.
Yes.
And I fully believe like you encourage me, I encourage you, and then we go and go and go, and then it's like instead of it being like butting heads, it's
we help each other along, and it's like we help hold each other accountable, because like sometimes what keeps me going when I want to be like, oh, I'm just so tired, is like I can't let Maddie down. I don't care about
I'm like, no.
I'm the same. I'm like that with the gym. Like if I need to work out, like I can't. I'm just not an athletic person. But if I know somebody's there waiting on me, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go, and I do it, and I feel better afterwards. But like I'm just going. It's like, ugh, I don't want to go.
I know. I used to have a gym buddy, and then like we fell out of it, and like getting back into going's been hard to even think about, because like going alone's weird.
Going alone is dangerous as well.
Well, not to like be that girl or anything, but as a woman, it's hard to not get hit on at the gym.
Exactly.
And I don't like it. And having a friend discourages men from approaching you, because they're like, maybe you guys are in a relationship. And so they leave me alone.
We're gonna go on walks. We should this year.
We have to. We got 2 in. Yes, we do.
Because even if it's cold, we can still go on walks. We
in
got
the mall.
Socks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we could go in the mall, or we could just hoodie it up and go on a winter walk, which I love doing.
Yep.
Because you eventually get warm.
Right.
But I love walking and stuff. I've been trying to go on winter walks, but it's been impossible because it's been raining and freezing and snowing.
Really windy. And you're like, okay, I can't do it this way. I can't do that. Yeah.
Maybe not
I
now.
agree.
It's like 7 degrees. It's 7 degrees.
I got into taking my dog for a walk like last year when I moved to the apartment, because I have to now, because she doesn't have a yard. And so now we walk about on average about 3 to 5 miles a day.
Nice.
Like purposefully walking, not, so I take her.
That's more than me.
Yeah, I take her in the morning. We have to go in the morning. When I get home from work, we take our long walk around. There's a park across the street. We just do this whole loop around the park. And then in the evening we take another little walk. It just depends, but for the most part, about 3 to 5 miles, depending on the day and my mood. If I want to.
I do push the stroller, so like it's gets a while, but I'd say I'd probably walk like a mile a day. I was specifically doing it every day in the morning during the late spring and throughout the summertime. Every day I got up, got dressed, got the kids ready, and went out. And I unfortunately had to stop that a bit because it started getting cold, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, and my kids are 2 and 1 years old, and I can't take them out in the weather like that.
I mean, he's pretty much, he's gonna be 3 and like,
oh my god, he's 3. Okay. A 3-year-old and a 1-year-old.
I'm so glad you're not gonna say 36 months. I hate those people.
Oh, like when I was a mom, I hated them too. I promise you.
People ask sometimes, like specifically for Orion, I'm just like, he's one.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
No, the first time that I gave my child's age in months and the parent was like, well, how many weeks are they? And I had to do math and they like judged me and I was like 18 and I was like, fuck, now I got to know weeks. I got to keep up with the weeks.
But
well, at least it's just 4 times whatever month. So, I mean, you know.
Yeah, no,
bad.
it, like as a teenager, I was like, what? I know when they were born. Like,
but I can't take them outside in the weather when it's like 15 degrees outside.
No.
So for the winter time, I've not been doing my like daily exercise. I have been doing like my daily routine, getting up, washing my face, brushing my teeth. I realize that sounds like a normal thing people do, but I had serious depression. So this is really good for me to get up.
Oh, I
and do
know.
my,
yeah, executive function and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I trust me, I know. I would go like days without taking a shower for a long time there. And not just because of COVID, just because I was really depressed. I was just like, I just can't do it. You know,
and it sounds normal to people because some people, I guess, are
doing that on purpose. Yeah, but like when I'm
to.
in the same clothes for 3 days in a row, I'm like, this is bad.
Yeah, exactly.
I know they're comfy. You gotta.
I actually started getting into the habit of changing my clothes every day, like out of my PJs, which again is like huge for me. I guess some people do that every day. That's weird to me. That's like going above and beyond as a stay-at-home mom to get out of my PJs.
Oh, well, yeah, you have no reason, really. I mean, you have a reason.
Yeah.
The only reason is like
you go to the store. Yeah,
but it does help. I mean, if you think about it, after a while, you're kind of like, I'm putting on clean clothes on a clean body. It just feels so good, you know.
Yeah.
And oh, my thing, I pulled my thing out. There we go. There we go. Now I was like, one ear that just wouldn't blink in one ear, like death.
Oh,
weird.
I can't stand. It's disorienting. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
So let me get you guys' birthdays, and now we'll start looking these up, and then we'll keep going. So Amber, what's yours?
I'm September 14th.
September 14th. And Maddie?
January.
You're cut out for some reason. So January what?
10th.
10th. Okay. 10th. Oh, you just had yours though. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Duh. I just stupid. happy belated again.
Thank you.
My birthday's coming up not next week, but the week after. So.
Oh really? Oh
yeah.
Fun.
So yeah, I get to go see J and K. I'm going to San Diego.
Oh, cool.
I'm staying at their house. Rarely prey in false optimism, dreamy hopes or visions. They are somewhat proud of their realistic assessment of things. Whether they are sensitive people or not, January 10th people do not let their own or other people's sensitivity get in the way of telling it like it is. Uncompromising in their views, those born on this day are not accustomed to sugarcoating the pill or honeying their words. Things simply are the way they are. Take it or leave it. January 10th people may thus be accused of being blunt or undiplomatic, but rarely of being dishonest. Even their detractors have to admit that they do not operate by a double standard. They apply the same strict and unyielding standards to themselves as they do to everyone else.
That is true. That is. I try to be very self-aware. I'm not saying I'm perfect at it. I'm sure I'm not self-aware about certain things, but I do try to be self-aware.
Like I won't lie, I'm like I feel pretty pegged by this myself. Like,
well, like we're both earth signs.
Yeah.
So like, but I know when you and I are both having a conversation, like if I'm ranting about something, I'll be like, and please don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying that I'm innocent.
Exactly.
But you do the same thing too.
Yep.
So.
Well, you're being
I'm just like I agree.
By the way, I'm only saying it like this because of this. I'm not trying to cut you down. Just
oh yeah, like
oh no, I'm scared.
Yeah, all the time when we have conversations, she'll be like, you know, I'm not trying to be shitty. I'm just trying to be honest because I don't want to have unrealistic expectations of this outcome, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, she's not exaggerating when she says this is her.
Like this is like mini conversations, and then I really do say like, and please tell me, Amber, if I'm the problem because I want to be aware that you know, and I do say that often.
Okay, Miko. Not necessarily analytical or critical types. It is more their own forthright views and uncompromising attitude that can bring them into conflict with others. Indeed, most born on this day do not hesitate to flaunt unpopular opinions or behave in a manner at odds with convention, particularly when they feel that the dictates of convention are unwarranted or unreasonable. Not all January 10th people are exhibitionistic or colorful. However, some prefer to understate their no less realistic view of the world, or perhaps on occasion keep silent when others would speak. In that silence, however, they can convey the heaviest brand of judgment simply by withholding their approval, endorsement, or enthusiasm.
How neat.
Wait, where are you going?
I'm going to San Diego.
California.
Oh,
Yeah.
San Diego.
no, I know. I mean, what are you doing in San Diego?
Well, the whole purpose was because I'm kind of completing my mom's bucket list
Uh-huh.
since she passed away, and so she always wanted to go whale watching, and they migrate through there through January through like early March.
Cool. Right.
So since Kay lives there, I told her, she's like, well, come stay here and we'll go. And I'm okay. So we're just going to go for the weekend, my birthday weekend.
Are
you going to take Jay some crawfish from Memphis? Like,
oh God,
he
no.
can't get 'em.
It wouldn't be the season for him anyway, right?
I,
mean,
I was just
winter.
kidding. Yeah.
Don't
true,
tell him
true.
about this conversation.
That's okay. I guarantee they're not one of our patrons.
They're podcasters.
Yeah, they're
That is
podcasters.
so amazing that the podcast community is like that,
Yeah.
like where we can go, or well, you can go
Yeah.
and stay. That is so
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Also, I
agree.
don't know where Comic-Con came from. I thought you said Comic-Con at first.
Oh, I wish. Because you
I-
probably heard
I-
San Diego, and you heard San Diego.
Yes.
That was probably like the first thing you thought of.
Because
Yeah.
San Diego's Comic-Con is like the biggest Comic-Con ever. It's also like the most expensive. So
Yeah, and it's
Fair enough.
I don't think I could ever go to a Comic-Con or something that busy. I would be so claustrophobic and so like
Yeah.
I went on
nervous.
a date with this man, and people who say nerds can't get girls, look, this is why I went on a date with this man. He went to Comic-Con in San Diego multiple times. He had an entire room dedicated to all around the room, like the trim or whatever, signed pictures. His dad was my doctor, my gynecologist. I know that's it's weird, but he really was. I swear to God.
Jokes. Jokes.
Anyway, so I knew he had money.
Well, and
And-
his dad, never mind.
Well, and the entire doctor's office was decorated in Marvel. So I knew him and his dad were huge, like nerds,
Comic
right?
fans. Yeah.
So I go there, and an entire room is dedicated to all over the walls, signed photos. We've got the Walking Dead cast, we've got posters, we've got Star Trek cast, and instead of wallpaper, it's comic books. And I'm just like, dude, no, forget about you. Where's your dad? He's the one that's got the cash. He unfortunately passed away. It was very upsetting, actually. He was such an amazing doctor. He passed away from a brown recluse bite.
ooh.
I'm not laughing because he died. I'm laughing because I love that sometimes when you tell a story, you're like you get really excited and then you're like, oh, but then they died and it was really sad.
It was really sad. He
I'm
had
already
like
laughing. You've set me up.
2 brown recluse bites, and he never went to the doctor because he was a
Oh,
doctor.
right.
he
They are
got
so bad
ill.
about going.
Yes, and I know that Angus, that was his name. Yes, I made fun of him in school. Actually, I can't believe we even went on a date because we grew up together. And like in the
Yeah. I
second
love that
grade,
movie.
I was like, I made the whole school start calling him Angus Beef.
And then he died.
You're gonna call Vegas beef.
And so I can't believe we went on a date.
I'd call him cheesesteak.
Oh, I hope he's doing. This was an asshole to me. That's why I started the nickname.
I think we killed Amber.
But he went to Comic
That
Con,
was too much.
and that's all that mattered.
I just love that because, like, when I was a kid, yes,
And you are the day of the perceptive critic.
my God, I feel pegged.
No,
Okay. So it says those born on September 14th are very much concerned with the society in which they live. Both defenders and critics of their country and their times, they may feel it necessary to become involved not only intellectually but also actively in important projects, which, as they see it, can better the human condition. Their role is to open people's eyes to the truth and in the respect to serve them. I'm looking at your face right now. Her mouth is just like,
I feel like that's part of why we're so compatible, because you have that passion and you're like that, and I'm like, okay, this is the reality. You know what I mean? This is why we, yes. Okay.
So it says the visually oriented individuals born on this day are able to describe what they see in easily understood terms. When evaluating the work of others, their basic premise is the quote, the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. Thus, they are not shy about making concrete suggestions as to how certain aspects may be bettered. At times, however, they can be somewhat.
Do you think that your children would agree? Is that why you're laughing?
Yes.
It says at times, however, they can be somewhat didactic and closed to viewpoints at odds with their own. So, speaking of your children, as family members, September 14th people are generally faithful and dutiful, but also highly critical in their assessment of everyday life. For them, performance counts, and all the talking in the world will not replace the basic need to take care of those home affairs in efficient ways. In this, they will usually insist that those with whom they live. We're getting to these people. It says in this, they will usually insist that those with whom they live take an active role and rarely will sacrifice themselves by doing it all alone. Their problem is that they see what needs to be done immediately and often grow impatient if others are not equally quick to act. Oh, it's totally accurate. Let me find it real quick.
Oh yeah, that's why you bought the book. You said that already.
Yeah. At least I think it's accurate. Other people, like, it used to open straight to it. I haven't opened this in a while, but it used to it was so weird. I guess I opened it enough to that page because it just always flopped right to that page. I'm like, oh, it's my birthday.
That's awesome.
So I'm January 23rd. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
It's
really, that's cute.
Yeah. Mine is the day of character.
I love that.
Wow.
Just saying I'm awesome. So it says those born on the 23rd have a remarkably distinctive character which sets them apart from everyone else. On the surface, this can manifest an identifiable style, often exemplified by one particular quality such as their voice, movements, speech patterns, or facial mannerisms. Thus, while many of us may in fact be rich in character, January 23rd people live it, are it for all to see.
I love that.
Indeed, the habits they display can make a most memorable first impression. I don't know if that's good or bad. It's memorable. You're gonna remember me. I'm hoping it's for a good reason, but I don't know. I never hear about this. I never hear. I never feel like people remember me because I'm like, oh, you remember me? I made that much of an impression on you. Okay, I don't remember you. I'm sorry. I'm not type. See, I'm like you in that sense, Maddie. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't remember you. Just like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not trying to be mean. Just FYI, I don't know who you are.
I'm so bad about actually, like, I will be like, I will pretend. I will fucking pretend until I remember or you believe me. I mean, something.
Yeah.
It's too awkward for me to admit I don't know who you are.
Oh, I forgot to look at your You what now?
I said then it goes so long and then you're just stuck.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I fuck myself like that.
I meant to read your people that were born on this day. So Maddie, I'm gonna start with you. So, and this is like throughout history, not just popular celebrities, or now anyway. Some of these I don't even know who the hell they are. So Andreas Vesalius.
That was so much fun. I'm so glad that it said we had a good partnership with businesses. Because I was like, fingers crossed. Because I mean, we do.
And hey, you guys have options in romance as well. So
fair enough. Like, yeah, a lot of people thought we were together because we were together every time we went live and stuff.
Right. A couple people on our lives.
Like they legit thought we were a couple, and it's like we talk about our husbands, so
because we're close. I mean, can people be close without being involved? Yeah,
maybe we'll. Oh, never mind.
Options.
Don't open that door. Don't open that door.
Yeah, no. I'm watching a show right now about that. We're not opening that door. Why
Well, thank you
Women
guys. I
Heal.
appreciate it. I'm glad you guys like the book, and I'll send you I'll send you the name of the book as well and pictures of it. That way, maybe if you find it, you could get it. But I'll take pictures of your birthday information.
Yeah,
so.
thank you.
Oh,
Appreciate
let me tell
that.
you, I'm sorry. A picture of our husbands, like the ones with our husband as well, because I would love to know that.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, just send me. Well, when you send me their birthdays, I'll send you the one for the relationship
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know what the.
Yeah,
fuck
I'll
I thought
message
I-
him.
Yeah, that's fine.
That way, it's already written down for him. I always tell people, message me, so I have it in writing.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank
Well,
you
thank
so
you,
much for
Dustin.
joining us.
So
I
Thank
love
you.
doing shadow work with you today.
Ditto.
Well, have a great time in California, and I will see you after Kay sees you in real life, because my husband keeps pushing out the Memphis thing. So
Okay,
he's
well,
like,
just let
the
me know.
gym's not talking about it. Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. So, all right, I'm gonna hit stop recording and let it do the
Okay.
thing.
Let it